Today, I wanted to do a quick review of the ECOVACS DEEBOT X11S OMNICYCLONE robot vacuum and mop. One of the main reasons I decided to make this video is because, when I was researching this robot vacuum, I found plenty of reviews on the X12 and the older X11, but almost nothing on the X11S. Hopefully this video helps anyone considering this model. Before talking about my experience, here are some of the advertised features. 30,000 pascals suction power. Bagless OMNICYCLONE self-emptying station. OZMO roller mop with continuous clean water washing. Zero tangle anti-hair wrap technology. TrueEdge 3.0 edge cleaning. Automatic lifting of the mop and brushes on carpet. Dual cleaning solution system. Power boost charging for larger homes. Now, let's talk about why I bought it. The main reason I started looking for a robot vacuum and mop combo is because we have a toddler who seems to spill something almost every day. My family and I were constantly mopping our hardwood floors, so I wanted something that could help automate that job. We already owned an iRobot Roomba J7, and honestly, it's been an excellent robot vacuum. We've had it for years with very few complaints. However, after having our toddler, the need for a mopping function increased dramatically. At first, I planned to stay with the Roomba ecosystem since it's been my go-to brand for years. But after doing a lot of research, it seemed like iRobot has fallen behind companies like Roborock, Dream, and ECOVACS when it comes to robot vacuum and mop combinations. One feature I specifically wanted was a bagless self-emptying station. I really didn't want to keep buying disposable dust bags throughout the life of the robot. From my experience with the Roomba, I was already replacing filters, side brushes, and the main brush regularly. Adding another recurring expense with disposable dust bags was something I wanted to avoid. Among the bagless options, the ECOVACS OMNICYCLONE models seemed to be some of the best choices. I narrowed it down to 3 models: X12, X11S, X11. The X12 is the flagship model. I decided against it because its biggest new feature, the FocusJet pre-spray system that sprays cleaning solution ahead of the robot, felt a little gimmicky to me. I wasn't convinced it justified the additional cost. The X11 was less expensive than the X11S, but I ultimately chose the X11S because of its much stronger advertised suction power. The X11S is rated at 30,000 pascals, compared to 19,500 pascals on the X11. Interestingly, that's even higher than the X12, which is rated at 22,000 pascals. I also figured that since the X11S is a newer model, there might be small improvements over the X11 that weren't clearly listed in the product description. That's also when I realized there were almost no reviews online for the X11S, which is what inspired me to make this video. I ended up buying it during a Best Buy sale for $899.99. The first thing I noticed was that the box was much bigger than I expected. Physical setup was actually very straightforward. The app, however, wasn't nearly as intuitive. For example, I wanted to add another family member so they could control the robot. I sent the invitation, but nothing happened. It turns out the recipient has to manually accept the invitation, and that notification is hidden under the small bell icon in the upper right corner of the app. It's not difficult once you know where it is, but it definitely wasn't obvious. So how does it actually clean? Overall, I think it does a very good job. Compared to my older Roomba J7, it seemed to pick up debris that the Roomba occasionally missed. The roller mop also worked well. My hardwood floors looked noticeably cleaner after it finished, and it handled everyday spills without any issues. Another nice improvement appears to be the dustbin. Some X11 owners reported that dust could clump inside the container because of retained moisture. The X11S includes a blue release knob that helps empty the dustbin more easily, and so far I haven't experienced any clumping problems. My biggest disappointment has actually been Alexa integration. The robot works perfectly through the ECOVACS app, but I have not been able to get Amazon Alexa to recognize it. I've tried reconnecting both accounts, removing and re-adding the skill, and logging in again, but Alexa still can't discover the vacuum. From what I've read, this appears to be an issue that ECOVACS users have run into from time to time. Since my family frequently uses voice commands to start our robot vacuum, this has been frustrating. Hopefully ECOVACS releases a fix soon. Overall, the cleaning performance has been excellent, The bagless design saves money over time, and the roller mop has been a huge upgrade for our home. On the downside, the app could definitely be more polished, and Alexa integration has been disappointing. If those software issues get resolved, I think this would be an even easier product to recommend. Hopefully this review helps anyone who's considering the ECOVACS DEEBOT X11S OMNICYCLONE. Thanks for watching.